Hi students, welcome to today's online class. Today we are going to learn about the next service of the e-commerce framework, that are middleware services. Middleware is a software that provides services to the applications, which are behind the services provided by the operating system. All we know, every system can run with a operating system. Without operating system, the system cannot run. Operating system has its own services, right? So the services which cannot be provided by the operating system, that can be provided by using what? Middleware software. Okay. Now you can see this middleware service has gained popularity in the year 1980s. Even though the word is there from the 1968, it's gained popularity in the year 1968. Why it has gained popularity? Why? Because it is used to link as a solution to link newer applications to older legacy systems. Although the term had been used, okay, means it is used to link newer applications to older legacy systems. Although the term had been used since 1968. If you see middleware services layer, this is a software service layer, is formed between which and which? Distributed operating system and network operating system. Okay, so it is a middleware service which is used to link what? Distributed operating system and network operating system. It is also called as software glue. Glue means what? To attach the software applications. This is interconnecting both distributed operating systems and network operating systems. It is called as what? Heterogeneity, to support heterogeneity. The distributed operating system means different systems are there. The services is running in one another, and its hardware component will be located in another system. That is a distributed operating system. We are distributing the hardware components, but the services is interconnected to all the computer systems. Okay, heterogeneity means what? Freedom to write application using any other application supported, any other application supported language under any platform. See, you might have heard that in one system, one programming language can run. In another system, some other programming cannot run. Okay, at that time the developers has to face a problem, right? So to avoid the problem, we can use the middleware services concept, and so that using this, what we can do? The system can support multi-programming language under any platform. Platform is what? Operating system. It may be a Windows, it may be Unix, it may be a Linux, whatever it may be. Okay. So this is about what? Middleware services and the integration of different applications. We are integrating the different applications. Integration means what? Bringing under in one room. Integration different application networks within and between business is made possible with the middleware services. So we are integrating the different applications under one place. Means to exchange the resources. Middleware services are used to exchange resources. Okay. Now, if you see, what are these terms we have to learn to achieve data centric. See, using middleware services previously, before 1980s, focus is on what? Application centric. Okay, but now focus on what? Data centric. Due to middleware services. Due to what? Middleware services. As the systems are exchanging the resources. Okay. So that's why the focus is being on data centric. Here you can see these elements which are used for data centric, that are transparency. Second one is a transaction security management and distributed object management. Transparency means the user, he cannot know from which system the resource is he is getting that resource. Without knowingly, he can access multiple systems and he can utilize multiple applications for the better development of an applications. Okay, to develop an application, user means a developer who is developing an application. He can use resources from different systems. That is what transparency. If we talk about transaction security management, here you need to remember ACID means in transaction security management you have to know about authentication and authorization. Authentication and authorization. Authentication means what? Who can access them, and authorization means what? Giving permissions to them. Okay. Authentication means what? We can access to particular file. Okay. But authorization means what? You can view that file. You cannot change that file. That the permissions can be given in authorization. In a transaction security management, if you see atomicity means each and every part of the data will be treated. Okay. Whereas atomicity and compatibility. Here isolation and what is compatibility? Compatibility means isolation, compatibility or consistency, you can say. Consistency. Okay. Here isolation, durability. This is about the data which is sharing over the network. So consistency means what? Without changing the original data, it can be shared among different systems. Isolation means what? The system will be placed in one centralized location. Durability means what? It can be stored for a long time. If you talk about distributed object management, we have to learn about object. What is object? Data and operations performed on data. Data and operations performed on data. Which data? This data. On data. So this is about object. Distributed object management means what? To locate the object. Okay. In which system the object is locating. Okay. So the securing the object. This all will come under distributed object management. Distributed means what? As we discussed now, having resources, sharing resources in a different systems. In one system, application is running. In another system, the hardware components of that particular application, which can be utilized to develop an application, will be taken by the developers to develop the software application. Okay. Let's have a small diagram for distributed this middleware services. See, distributed services or distributed systems, and here you can talk about middleware services. Okay. So these two can be accessed by multiple systems. I'm considering the three systems here now. Or you can can take 4 systems. And here network services, network services, network services. Here you can say the kernel. Kernel means what? It is the interface between the application and the hardware. Interface between application and hardware. Whereas operating system is what? Interface between user and hardware. Okay. So this is about here network services are there. Here kernel is there. These all are system 1, system 2, system 3, system 4. Means these all are systems or machines, computers we can say. Okay, these all are, these multiple systems are sharing the same, sharing their resources using the distributed services. Which these network services can be used by system 2, system 3, system 4, and this system 2 network services can be used by another systems. Okay, I hope it is very clear to you. Now, if we talk about the next layer in e-commerce framework, that is network infrastructure. Okay, what is a network? Network means what? Connecting two devices. Network means connecting two devices. Now, network means connecting two devices. The devices may be a computer, okay, it may be any device that we can call it as a network. In general, in connection between two things, we call it as a network. What is infrastructure? How the network is arranged. Means so different types of networks. If we take extranet, so it is globally connected, and internet connection between continents, you can say, between continents. It is between continents. Internet means what? Between countries. Okay. Intranet. Intranet means what? In organizations. So you can also take the different types of networks which you have learned in the previous class. That are, what are the networks you learned? You learned in previous semester. You learned LAN, local area network, metropolitan area network, local area network, metropolitan area network, and campus area network. Okay, these are the networks you have learned, right? So you can take the example of that also. To have the network infrastructure, we are using different hardware components. So what are the hub? For network infrastructure, we use hub, and we can use switch, router. Hub is used for what? Which has multiple ports. Hub we can call it as a multiple ports to connect. Okay. Now switch is what? It is a device to connect connect different devices to a network, whereas router to connect two different networks. To connect different devices to a network is switch. Okay, router is nothing but to connect two different networks. Whereas hub is nothing but it is having multiple ports. Okay, port means what? It's a connecting point. So this for network you can write about this. What is the extranet? What is the internet? What is the intranet? Okay, for network infrastructure you can have this all the devices which can be used to build what a network infrastructure. We can use a hub, switch, router, and also we can use optical fibers for network. Optical fibers for network and coaxial cables. So this all you have learned in your previous semesters, right? What is about it? It is no need to explain about this all. Just remember this is a network infrastructure. For an e-commerce for an e-commerce framework, how to build a network infrastructure using this all. Okay. So this is about middleware services and network infrastructure services. In the next class we will see. Thank you.